I actually have another word before I go ahead, which I would want to ask you, and that is the word of idol, because we see this all the time. The word of idol, right? So we talk about idol worship. The media, be it the Western media or Indian media, it's always used. It's used in general usage as well. But it's not, I believe, really the accurate word. In fact, it sort of distorts so many things. So could you tell us about this word idol and why is it problematic?
Yes, well, this one is full of irony, very much. So first of all, you'll notice that the people accusing us of having idols, their idols are actors and actresses in Hollywood.
Yeah.
We call that a pop idol.
Yes.
So obviously an idol is somebody that you want to be like.
Okay.
So the word comes from ideal and idea, and that comes from the Latin videya, and videya comes from the Sanskrit Veda. And the word Veda means that which allows you to see. And it gave us the English word video. Isn't that interesting
Yes.
so far? So now, ideals are something that another thing in nature is based upon. So all of us in a human body are theme and variation of humans. So you could say there must be an ideal human that we all sort of resemble. Similarly, we have ideas, we all have ideas. But what if I said to you, take a hammer and smash all your ideas?
Mm.
Would you do that? Break
Mm.
them all so they all are in bits and pieces on the ground?
No,
If you did, could you speak? Could you act? Could you talk? Could you do anything?
Mm.
Because you have no more ideas. So what I say is if it's your idea to go break idols,
Yeah.
you should start with your own head and break your head
Mm.
because your head's full of idols. So the people who want to crush idols are idol worshipers. They're not really worshipers. So worship means what's worth the most. The word worship comes from worth. Okay. So does the Vedas say that the devas are the ultimate reality? Do they say that everything comes from the devas? Does Krishna say that?
Mm.
No. He says, I put these devas in charge of departments within the material world.
Mm.
So Vayu is wind. Vayu is not Agni.
Yeah.
So no one would say Vayu is the supreme being.
No. Yes.
And by the way, supreme in English is suprema, 1,000 times better divine love.
Yeah.
See, it's a hidden Sanskrit word.
Mm.
Doctor is duktara,
Yeah.
somebody who relieves you and restores and heals. Tara, your duk.
Yes.
So all of the Sanskrit is hidden in English. So again, the irony is the Christians say we are idol worshippers. So we should respond, well, then you have a lot of dumb ideas. And if you would smash our idols, which they've done throughout history, them and the Muslims, the violent Muslims, the violent Christians, once again, to be true, not the friendly Christians, not the friendly Muslims, but the violent ones have gone out and smashed statues. But a statue is just a photograph of an idea or image that you're trying to point to. You know it's not literal.
Yeah.
You know it's not exactly what you're pointing to. It's an ideal. Vayu is an ideal. There's an intelligence behind air and wind. Agni is an ideal. There's a being, a personality. There's specific laws of nature behind fire. Are any of those the complete source of everything? No. No Hindu would ever say the devas, each deva, a deva, Indra is the source of everything. Vayu is the source of everything. Yet, to know those as beings is not absurd. They are beings. They're a group of laws of nature operating in a certain way. And to know them is to be able to cooperate with them. So, right? So when we do pranayama, we're talking to Vayu, aren't we?
Yes.
And Vayu's carrying prana, isn't it? And prana is an energy source that we need, just like water and food.
Yeah.
So there's a way to breathe and get more prana.
Yeah.
So that conversation with Vayu, am I saying he's everything? No. No. I'm saying I'm talking to the air department and the prana department, prana through air. I want to understand you better. I want to know your ideas. In that sense, our idols in the Vedic civilization are devas, whereas in the Western world, they're humans in movies.
Yeah.
But the name for those movies is video,
Yeah.
taken from our Sanskrit Veda. So the English world is speaking Sanskrit all the time while they're trying to ignore the Sanskrit philosophy. It's ironic, isn't it?
It is. Yes.
So this is my mission. I'm trying to reveal Sanskrit is the mother language, to show that we're speaking Sanskrit all the time in English and don't know because we're ignorant. We've been kept ignorant. It's not a problem in the people. They're not insincere. They've been educated in an ignorant way, so they don't know the roots of their culture in Sanskrit. It's time for this to come out. And it's time for the Hindu community to catch on to this and stop using Christian words to describe their culture. You don't have a religion. You aren't praying. You don't have idols. You have ideals. And so the more literate this becomes, then you'll be able to start explaining yourself. And this is why the Hindu community, and this is very critical right now, the Hindu youth in the modern world are losing their traditions because no one has taught them how to explain them correctly, so they get embarrassed. Their parents, very sincere, but they don't speak English well.
Yeah.
So they can't do it. So the next generation of Hindus, from those in junior high and grade school right now, right on up to those like yourself, who are at the perfect stage to adjust your language and adjust how you speak so that you speak for your culture. You want to, but you haven't learned how to speak for it in English. That's the next training, and I hope to travel with that and do seminars and make that available to the Hindu community so that a renaissance of reprogramming, because if you have a computer, you can't reprogram it without the right language.
Yes.
So I would put forward to you that the biggest obstacle to the Vedic knowledge correctly spreading throughout the world right now is that we don't know how to say it correctly with Sanskrit and correct English. And that's the thesis.
Absolutely, Rishiji. That is not only insightful but also very inspiring. And I'm sure there is so much that we have to really go back and read and know so many things which we haven't been told, like you said, because of the way we have been educated.
Namaste. We hope you enjoyed this Chitti Media content. Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.